All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to paycheck number 2 of 200 until retirement in 10 years. Let's check out the paycheck right now. So if you haven't followed my series, look, I'm showing you guys my paycheck. I'm showing you my portfolio every single time, every single update, which is roughly about 2 weeks. So in this paycheck, you can see that my earnings is essentially the same for this period. We are at $3,445, and pretty much my net pay comes out to be about $1.27. Okay, yeah. How do I survive? How do I eat? How do I pay my bills with that? We're going to talk about that in a second. But in my 457B, you're going to see that I've put away $2,670. Fantastic. As you can see, this is a beautiful number. Okay, year to date, in my 457B, I have saved $5,340. That's perfect. That's what I want to see. Like, that is exactly what I want to see. So perfect. Now let's take a look at my net wealth right now, my portfolio. So on the 4th, as you can see, it kind of jumped up. I think this was just an error on their end. My portfolio is sitting at close to $34,000. Now the market kind of dipped, so you can see like a little change in the pricing of the portfolio. So yeah, I mean, nothing crazy, because 4% of such a small number is pretty insignificant right now. Obviously, once my portfolio grows to maybe 100,000, well, then 4% is going to move my portfolio quite a bit. Okay, so as you can see, it has not taken into account my most recent 457B. It takes about 2 days to kind of, get into it. And that's kind of unfortunate, because right now, if we take a look here, VOO on, let's see, early today was at 606, and now it's jumped up to 611. And a couple days ago it was at 594. So I've kind of missed a dip, but I can't control. I only get essentially 2 purchases per month, and they're not instant, right? It takes money to go into these investment accounts, and then they purchase it on when the market's open. So you can't always catch the dip, but I think that I'm not trying to time the market. As you can see, even if I get to purchase at this price, that'd be perfect. So this is the one that I have, which is VTSAX. And as you can see, on the 10th, it dropped. Right. So right now we kind of bounce back up, but realistically, it's not too bad. So what is next? Well, the next step is just keep investing, just keep stacking, and keep saving. Now, the question some of you might have is, how do you survive on $1.27 every single month? Right? Do you have no bills? Like, what's going on there? Like, how do you live off of $1.27? Well, the reason why I can live off $1.27 is because I have other means of income. So I run a separate company and I make money off that. And I also have other investments where I get a monthly income. You can think of like a dividend, and we're going to talk about supplemental income in my next episode. Pretty much between my business and, you know, my monthly earnings from my other business, I am able to stay afloat. And it's been good. So, you know, otherwise I wouldn't be able to survive off $1.27. Of course, next year, when I'm not trying to max out my $457 in pretty much 7 paychecks, I'll have about $200 per paycheck as net income. So it's going to be better next year. But for the next, you know, now it's October, we only have about 5 more paychecks that I can try to get as close as possible to maxing out my 457B. And unfortunately, we're not going to reach the $23,500. We're going to get close to around $19,000, but that's still fantastic. And we're going to get close to that number. And then next year, we'll be able to max that out. With that said, guys, please subscribe to the channel. This really, really, you know, shows your support, and I really appreciate it. Look, there's no other YouTuber out there that's showing you their paycheck from day one to the time they retire. It's never been heard of. It's never been done. I'm gonna upload videos consistently for the next 10 years, and you're gonna see day one where I only had about $2,000 in my savings, all the way up to $1 million. And we're gonna go and do this together. You guys are gonna join me on this journey. I'll see you guys next time in the next update, and peace out.